is Shatava Lindsey, fashionista, custom designer, and I just killed my interview with Next Up.
Miss Shatava.
Yes.
How are you?
I'm good. I'm here. I'm alive. I'm grateful. I got my business going. I'm amazing.
Okay, well, we're going to start off with your business. Tell me about that.
So I own Hourglass Collection, which is a custom women's brand, celebrating the curves of women. So I look at everyone's figure as their glass. So the name means, in essence, my glass is my figure, your glass is your figure, and our glass is our figures as a whole. So it's about the makeup of a woman. So I have Hourglass Collection, which is my custom brand, and I also have Runway Boutique, which is my boutique brand. And Runway Boutique came about because of my love for doing runway shows with Hourglass. So those are my two babies.
Where are your businesses located?
So I started off in Nashville, Tennessee for 3 years. Amazing place. I love my people, so I brought it to Nashville because I went to Tennessee State University. Just wanted to do something for my people, and I opened my business up there in Antioch. So great location, great group of people. I appreciate all my customers there. And then I wrapped back around and came to Atlanta to open my Atlanta store because I'm a serial entrepreneur. So, and fashion is my industry. I've always loved fashion from growing up. Sewing, learning from my grandmother, just everything about fashion I love. That's my passion.
So do you make the clothes yourself, or do you have designers on staff that assist you with that?
So from college, I used to sew up everything. So my biggest thing was being curvy. It's so hard to find good clothing to fit you. So I wanted to solve that issue. It's girls like me that have smaller waists and bigger hips, or it's women that are bigger up top, smaller down below. So I wanted to be able to solve that problem. So for that, I started out making denim jeans, just cutting them up, shredding them. I was on campus at TSU just selling them out of my trunk. So I used to pull up on people, be like, Shatava, where you get them jeans? I made them. Can you make me some? Oh yeah. And then I started to get a lot of that, and more of that, more of that. And I was like, okay, I can really turn this into a business. So my problem of not having clothing to fit me, I figured that was a lot of people's problem. So I created the brand just because I wanted to solve that problem. And as far as sewing, I've been doing that since I was a little girl. Like my grandmother sews, my mother sews. But now, because I have a business, I try not to spread myself too thin. So in the beginning, it was, yes, I was creating everything, I was doing everything. Now I have a team of people that I work with to help me with the design process, with everything as far as design, and then to the catwalk. Because I've done New York Fashion Week, I do that twice a year. I do 12 pieces for fall and for spring. So getting that together and presenting it to that audience, it takes a team, it takes a village to do it.
What are some healthy steps to making a great team?
Healthy steps to making a great team. Just knowing what you want and knowing what you are looking to accomplish. Like I see a lot of business owners trying to do everything themselves, and my thing is you have to delegate because you would drive yourself crazy. I remember when I first started, I was doing everything from the social media to sewing the clothes, to making sure I'm scheduling fashion shows, to making sure all of the things I have to do as far as interviews, promoting the business, the marketing, everything I was doing by myself. And I was spreading myself so thin that I had a lot of things that were lacking because of that. So I realized, like, let me take the time to delegate some of these things to other people. Now, once I did that, it was, okay, I got to make sure y'all do it right. So what comes with delegation is trusting individuals. So you trust individuals that you hire to do a job, and you hire those individuals and let them do their job. I don't believe in micromanaging. I believe you hire good professionals to do a job, and they're going to do a job. For me, I love bringing on younger black females and men in this industry because there's so much talent in the fashion industry that's not discovered, that's not out there. So just bringing that group of people, this diverse group of people, to just get these amazing clothes out there for people that need this, is really big for me.
That's dope. So how did you transition from your businesses to being on Ready to Love?
Well, the thing about it is, Ready to Love came to me like in the middle of my businesses. So I was already doing what I had going on with my fashion. I'd already, like even before that, I was doing New York Fashion Week, February. We started filming in July. So it was like in the midst of that, Ready to Love came. So for me, it was making the time to do Ready to Love with everything else I already had going on. So, and I'll say this, I had a business in a whole different state, in the state of Nashville, Tennessee, and I lived in Atlanta. So what a lot of people didn't know is that every single week I was going back and forth between Atlanta and Nashville to do my business. Like I was in Atlanta Sunday through Wednesday, Thursday through Saturday I was in Nashville, Tennessee. So it's like I'm making this 3-hour drive myself, and a lot of that is because I couldn't find the right people to run my business. It's very hard for people, and I'll say our people, to understand it's okay to come to be a part of a team. Like a lot of times I see that everybody feels as if they have to have something for themselves. They don't want to help each other, but they feel like if it's not mine, I'm not doing it. I'm not coming to help your vision. I just want what's for me. And I think collaboratively we can come together to accomplish one goal. So for me in the beginning, back and forth, literally running myself crazy doing that on top of trying to film Ready to Love. So a lot of things with me was I just had a lot of stuff going on. So it was a great, I'll say this, with me being a private person, it was a little difficult for me because I'm so private, and the only thing I really do is my business. I just haven't made time to date because I'm always busy, and because of my past relationships I've been guarded, because like with me having so much going on, people don't understand that. People don't understand the life of a true hustler and a true entrepreneur and just wanting something better for yourself, and that's what I wanted for me.
Are you still ready to love?
Am I still ready to love? You know what? The show taught me a lot about loving myself, knowing what I want in a relationship, understanding who I am, and of course it was about making connections with, you know, another individuals, connecting, and maybe we can end on a relationship. But for me it was about just seeing if you're compatible with somebody, and unfortunately I wasn't compatible with anybody on the show, but it taught me a lot about getting involved with other women, supporting other women, loving myself, actually knowing that when I'm on a date, these are the things I'm looking for. If you don't have those qualities, there's no point in us going forward. And just being able to stop the BS before I'm 3, 4, 5 months down the line, and it's like I've wasted my time with this person and I don't even really know this person. So for dating, for me, I've learned to be a good listener. Like I think in the beginning, I used to give so much of myself. Like I'm talking about me, I'm talking about what I'm doing, and I realized a lot of people use that and they'll take that and they'll use that to use against you for something. You know what I mean? So it's just about listening, being an effective listener. And once you be an effective listener, you can be a really good communicator.
Besides being a communicator, what is one of your favorite qualities about yourself?
My favorite qualities about myself, I would just say self-awareness, just self-love. You know, from being on the show, I received a lot of backlash from women saying, you know, they talked about, it was body shaming pretty much. Like, Shatava, you felt like you had to wear really tight clothing. Like, you feel like you have to wear that to get a man. And my answer to that was, I wear what makes me feel good. I wear what works for my body type and what makes me feel good. I'm not going on a date for anybody else but me. And that's what women need to understand. You're not doing it for somebody else. You're doing it for yourself. And I teach this a lot. Well, I teach it. Well, yeah, that teaches too. But I tell women a lot when they come into my store, don't dress out here for other people. Do it for yourself. Embrace who you are. I don't care if you're small. I don't care if you're plus size. It's all about what you're wearing and what you're putting out there. It's bringing confidence to you. It's making people aware this is a confident woman. She's secure in herself. She knows what she wants, and she's out there showing it. Not that you're doing it for everybody else, but you're doing it more so for yourself, for inner happiness and inner peace within yourself, not because you're trying to impress somebody or look good on a date for somebody else. You're doing it for you.
Help me understand what life is like after the show for you now.
It's the same hustle. It's the same grind. It's the same bustle. I got my prom dress drive coming up. I do a big thing to give back every year for my birthday's February 9th, and every year for my birthday, instead of asking my family and friends to give to me, I ask them to give back, because I know how it feels growing up wanting something amazing like a nice prom dress and you can't afford it. So for me, my mom was like, girl, whatever's on the sale rack is what you gonna wear. Now, it may not have been the best dress, but it was what we could afford. So me being in the fashion industry, I wanted to do something to give back. And for me, giving back to young girls, feeling that same, you know, like I feel my dress may not be better than the next person's dress. I wanted to do something to give back. Just, you know, that young girl doesn't have to worry about that dress. So I'm collecting prom dresses both for here in Atlanta, Georgia, and Chattanooga, Tennessee, and I'm going to give them all away. Last year, I gave away about 200 dresses, and for me, it's the facial expressions of when they got them dresses. It's just knowing that I'm making a change, and now their mindset is, you know, this is a dress that I was able to get for free. Now it's just getting my hair done and getting everything else done. And now I partner with hairstylists and makeup artists that want to work with me for this cause. So it's like we're giving an overall experience, and it's all about giving back, especially how I was raised, where I come from. I didn't have everything, so I want to be able to give that to another young girl that can't afford it. And just seeing their faces, I just seeing their faces when they light up when they get this dress, and just that feeling, it just feels very good for me. It's a good experience for me, and I want to continue to do this.
If somebody wants to donate a dress or just collab and work with you, what are some of the steps they can take to get in contact or to donate?
They can always contact me. I'm having donation location, which is here in Atlanta, Georgia, at my store Runway Boutique, and that's at 290 Hildebrand Drive, Atlanta, Georgia 30328. And I'm also doing it in Chattanooga, Tennessee at Celeb Fab Styles, and that's I have to get the address, but I have a flyer for that where you can get all of that information. So you can always contact me. I have a lot of people saying that, hey, I have a dress, they may not be able to get to the location to donate. I'll come pick it up for you because I know what it's for. So just contact me, let me know that, hey, I have these dresses, I would love to drop them off. It's for a really good cause. So I appreciate that. And if you don't have any dresses, you can donate money as well, because we're taking donations as far as getting the girls help with hair and makeup, and then even things like shoes. Like shoes are a big thing with prom, so even assisting with getting them shoes for prom as well. So you can also donate, and there's a GoFundMe link in my Instagram, my Facebook. All of that is I am Shatava on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook is Shatava Lindsey. So you can definitely check out my social platforms for that.
So let's get back to your designing and all of that. Who are some of your favorite designers? Some
of my favorite designers, man, there's so many amazing black designers out here. And this whole controversy going on with Gucci and the blackface and all of that, it really bothers me, because it took something like that to get us to this point. We should have been at this point a long time ago. Like, if we support each other, if we could see the talent in just young black entrepreneurs and how much that we give, like how much time that we put into a garment. Gucci isn't taking the time to just make sure he's sewing every thread, he's putting pieces together. I'm actually taking the time to source the fabric, to doing the pattern, to making the to gauge the sizes, to sewing everything, to getting to grade everything into different sizes, to putting it in the fashion show. Like, I'm really taking the time to do this. So to see something like that and everyone standing up saying, no, we're not going to support Gucci anymore, we're not going to do that. Well, you shouldn't have been supporting them in the first place, because Gucci doesn't care about you. Gucci doesn't want anything but your dollars. So why not keep the money in your community? Why not support other black designers in your community that are really good at what we do, that do everything about quality control, that make sure we're on top of everything when it comes to fashion? So, sorry, did I answer the question?
You did.
I'm very passionate about that because we really work hard, and there's so many other designers out here that, like me, that's doing this every single day. Like I tell people, when you work a job, you work 8 hours. When you have your own business, you work endless hours, and you cannot stop, and you have to keep going, because the biggest thing about being an entrepreneur is support, and you have to get people to support you and get on the same page as you. And when you get that support, you can move forward, you can get a movement going, and you can bring finances in. How do you expect us to be superior entrepreneurs if you're not supporting what we have and spending money on what we have? Did I answer the question?
You sure did, sis. You sure did.
I'm real passionate about that.
It's okay to be passionate.
Yeah.
This is what we need. Yeah. We need the passion right now.
It's a really big deal. It's so many black grocery stores, and not to make it about a color thing, but I'm really passionate about my people and wealth within my community, and that's what it's about to me. You know, it's my upbringing, and that's what it's about.
You the one, sis. If nobody told you today, you the one, never the two. Period. What is one thing that you can tell these wonderful people about yourself that you haven't already told me?
Just, having a business isn't easy. Like, you'll have good days. I mean, it's been days that I've been crying. Like, I have no support. I have nobody to help me. You have to encourage yourself. Like, you have to motivate yourself to keep yourself going, because there's not always going to be good days. I can sit in my store and have nobody come in the store, or I can sit on a Friday and have a numerous amount of people come in my store. It's a give and take with everything. It's just staying focused, believing in yourself, knowing that you can do this. Like, a lot of people give up before it's time. They don't put in the time to nurture what it is. They see everybody else, because social media, everybody's putting everything out, what they have, and you have to get to that point. And it don't happen overnight. You can't just snap your fingers and you got a successful business. You have to put work, you have to put time, you have to cry. I mean, not that you have to cry, but I don't cry. Listen, there's been some hard days, and just trying to understand where you're gonna get the money from to even open up a business. Like, I teach a lot of women empowerment, I teach a lot of business empowerment, I teach classes on how to get your own boutique, because until you start to understand the finances of the business, you can't go open a brick and mortar store. Like, it's a lot of people having online stores, which is great, but it's a whole different ball game when you have rent, when you have utilities, not where you live, but you have a business where you have to pay these bills as well, and you can't pay those bills unless you have support. How do you get support? You have to do marketing. You have to put money into marketing. You have to be out like me every single day promoting what you do. And it's like almost like making yourself worthy, proving yourself, like pitching yourself every single day to people to let them know what you do, just so they can come and support you, because you don't have a 9-to-5. This is all you do. This is your bread and butter. So you work hard for it, man.
Yeah. Make the bread.
Yes.
Where can the world find Miss Shatava Lindsey?
So, of course, on my social pages, Instagram is I am Shatava, Facebook Shatava Lindsey, Twitter I am Shatava. Also, my businesses. For my boutique store, Runway Boutique, is www.shoprunwayboutique.com. Instagram is Shop Runway Boutique. Facebook, Shop Runway Boutique. Also, my custom brand, Hourglass Collection. I got a lot of businesses, y'all. I'm sorry. Hourglass Collection, spelled O-U-R-G-L-A-S-S Collection. Our Collection. You can find it on Instagram, Hourglass Collection, Facebook, Hourglass Collection, website, hourglasscollection.com. So look me up, support the movement. I have amazing pieces from small size to plus size. I believe in clothing everybody and making you feel comfortable in what you're wearing and walking into a room and demanding the room. So come support me if you need some clothing, if you need some custom clothing, handmade. I'm sewing it up, cooking it up in the kitchen. Anyway, holler at me.
Yeah, follow your girl.
Yes, follow me.